Good afternoon. I'm Dana Tyler. This is your CBS2 News update. We begin with a heart-wrenching story in Queens. A mother is in custody after police respond to her 911 call last night and found her one-year-old baby daughter unconscious and unresponsive with severe body trauma. The girl was pronounced dead at the hospital. Her twin brother, who also suffered severe body trauma, is hospitalized in critical condition. Police say the mother was the only adult at the house in Auburndale when they arrived. A neighbor who knows the family saw the mother as paramedics took her children.
She was completely distraught and falling down to her knees in the pavement. Beautiful, vivacious, outgoing, friendly, and with 5 children. I told her if at any time she ever needed anyone to turn to, day or night, even if it was the middle of the night, that I would always be here for her.
3 other girls, all under age 6, were taken from the home by the Administration of Children's Services. New information: there's been an arrest in the paintball attack that wounded a 14-year-old boy shot at close range. A 21-year-old man surrendered to police in Paterson, New Jersey today. CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez reports.
Prosecutors say 21-year-old Edwin Perez walked into the Paterson Police Department behind me this morning and turned himself in. Police say Perez shot a 14-year-old boy with a paint gun at close range, and today that boy and his family are still trying to understand why. Carolina Vasquez says she is relieved the man accused of opening fire on her 14-year-old son with a paintball gun is under arrest. 21-year-old Edwin Perez turned himself into police this morning.
Out of nowhere, he just started shooting. He's like 25 wounds my son has.
The attack happened around 7 o'clock Monday night. Edwin Perez, allegedly armed with what looked like a real gun, knocked on the front door of the family's home on 11th Avenue in Paterson. When Vasquez's son opened the door, police say Perez started shooting, the paintballs striking the boy's body, leaving painful welts and open wounds.
He left walking like nothing after he did this.
The boy recognized Perez as the older brother of one of his classmates. He doesn't know why he was targeted and is so traumatized he doesn't want to show his face. Vasquez says her entire family was living in fear that the suspect would return and hurt them. Today's arrest gives them some peace of mind. In Paterson, New Jersey, Hazel Sanchez, CBS 2 News.
Governor Cuomo unveils new plans for JFK Airport. Listen.
JFK has been outdated all of my life. We are losing the development race. Either you are building and you are creating, or you are getting left behind.
The governor says construction goals include 2 new terminals, new highways, entrances and exits to improve road access. The governor is also proposing more mass transit. The state is considering expanding the JFK Air Train and exploring the idea of a 1-seat ride to Kennedy Airport, which would eliminate transfers for commuters. The governor's goal for this new and improved JFK Airport, the year 2025. More good news for flyers who are frustrated with tight spaces on planes, among other things. The Senate passed a bill reauthorizing funding for the FAA and new regulations on airplane seat size, legroom, and the size of airplane bathrooms. Also prevents airlines from bumping passengers just because a flight is overbooked, and bans putting animals in overhead bins. Nursing rooms would also be required in many airports, along with changing tables in airport bathrooms, men's and women's bathrooms. President Trump is expected to sign that legislation into law. High of 80 degrees today on this October 4th, so will fall make a comeback anytime soon. Here's John Elliott with a look at your weather.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. So another little taste of summer today. Upper 70s to right around 80. So, yeah, it doesn't feel like a fall day, but some rain could be falling much later today. It's a waiting game. We've got this cold front pushing through. We've been watching it all morning, midday. Showers and thunderstorms along that front. It'll likely attenuate as it heads our way. And by the way, that's a good word, attenuate. It makes you sound smart, and it means weakening. So if it is attenuating, that means these strong storms will weaken as they head our way. It's late this afternoon and then into the evening hours, and then we're done. Falls back tomorrow. High pressure's locked in, and what happens is it ushers in that cool wind. Thanks, Canada. And that's why we have this nice drop in the numbers. If you like a brisk day, cool temperatures. I know a lot of folks, Guy Licata likes to stroll in the woods with his best gal pal, and they like to hold hands. And this is the kind of weather for that today and tomorrow. Still comfortable. But then what happens is it's going to warm up again on Sunday. So let's go pick some apples. 67 on Saturday. And look, you could put a mirror to Saturday and you'd have 76 on Sunday. Just be careful this afternoon. Could see an isolated shower, strong storm, but don't anticipate severe weather. And then a nice little stretch of fall weather.
Thank you, John. A Brooklyn woman came home expecting a tidy apartment, but instead she found something very different. Genevieve Snow hired a cleaning lady back on August 27th, but when her roommate came home that afternoon, the apartment was in disarray. And as for the cleaning woman,
he sent me this photo of, this woman passed out on my kitchen floor. I was like, call 911.
Snow says the cleaning woman drank nearly 2 bottles of liquor, smashed her spice rack, and overturned Snow's living room table before passing out on the kitchen floor. Police eventually escorted the cleaning lady out of the apartment, but could not press charges since Snow had let her into the apartment. As for the damages, Snow wants $400 and a refund on her cleaning fee. But the company she thought she used, Joanna's Cleaning Service, says it was not involved in this incident. The company says it was another company with a similar name. Since neither company has an address listed on their websites, Snow still has not been able to get that money back. In today's Eye on Cyber, digital footprints, a trail of your online activity may put you at risk with prospective employers or your banks. The Bureau of Economic Research reports that companies can collect what you might think is not important, such as the type of phone you use or your email provider, but that it could be used to predict whether it's likely you are able to pay off your loans. Your digital footprint can also hurt your chances of getting a job. The Society for Human Resource Management says companies look at job applicants' social media accounts and often find information that raises red flags. To reduce your digital footprint, experts recommend making all online accounts, like your Instagram, private. Also, delete online profiles you no longer use and use private mode in the browser when surfing the web. Captain America, Darth Vader, and Wonder Woman, just a few of the characters you may see roaming the streets in Manhattan today, all for New York's annual Comic-Con event. CBS 2's John Diaz reports from the Javits Center with all the action.
They may not agree on what costume they want to wear, but one thing is for sure, everyone here at the Javits Center does agree on one thing, that it is cool to nerd out, and that is exactly what everyone is doing here today during the New York's Comic-Con. Thousands of people here are just filling up the Javits Center, dressed in all colorful different costumes from different movies, comics, television shows, anime, cosplay, a lot of superheroes I've been seeing here today. One lady actually I was speaking with dressed like Maleficent, and she tells me that she did not trust the airline to get her costume here on time. She's actually from Toronto, so she decided that she wanted to drive from Toronto here to New York just for this Comic-Con. I was also speaking with some booth operators who were selling statues, one statue going for thousands of dollars. A lot of people here just take passion in these comics and their anime and their cosplay, really just take passion in being here at this year's New York Comic-Con. Again, thousands of people out here at the Javits Center. Starts today, but it will be going on all week, and it ends on Thursday. But for now, that is the latest here from Comic-Con, here at the Javits Center. John Diaz, CBS 2 News.
A life-changing accident. A Brentwood high school student is taking his recovery one step at a time. CBS 2's Carolyn Gusoff spoke with the student and his family about his extraordinary recovery.
We're here at Brentwood High School with really an incredible story of recovery, an inspirational story. I'm with the Maldonado family, Laura and Matt and Donnie, who has come back from an incredible tragedy, what began as a tragedy, and now he is really walking inspiration, and he's going to be participating in the Suffolk County Marathon after a devastating injury being hit by a car back in January 2016. Laura, Donnie's mom, just tell us briefly how proud you are of this young man who you really didn't even know would live in the beginning.
We're extremely proud. He's so resilient and strong. We are beyond ecstatic to have him be a part of this walk and just see him continue to grow and challenge himself.
Donnie, you're going to be participating in a 5K marathon, part of the marathon. You're going to do this? Yeah. You're going to do it?
Yep.
I have no doubt. And Dad, Matt, you have any doubt that Donnie will make it?
I know that he'll handle this, no problem. No problem. He's a little nervous about it. I know he said he was going to walk, and he was going to walk it at first, but I think he's going to wind up running it.
All right, and TJ, your brother makes you proud?
Very proud. It just really shows you how grateful you need to be and how, just like, don't take anything for granted, you know? My little brother, he inspires me. I look up to him.
That's so nice, and this family is wonderful, and we will all be rooting for them on October 28th, the Suffolk County Marathon. Online, on air, and on Long Island. I'm Carolyn Gusoff.
Carolyn, thanks. That's your CBS2 update. Stay with us on CBSNewYork.com, along with our CBS New York Facebook and Twitter pages for the latest news as it happens. I'm Dana Tyler. See you later today on television, CBS2 News at 6 o'clock. You can also watch it on any of those gizmos you have. Have a nice afternoon.